Recently read Great Expectations, and it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. If you suffocate in a bag for life, you'd be fucking livid, wouldn't you? If there's a fight, I let my fist do the talking. Please don't hurt me. I went to a fairly posh, single-sex school, but I never really fitted in. I think it's partly because I'm male. Partly because I was 35 when they caught me. I can do a brilliant Michael Jackson impersonation. Would you like to see it? Yeah. Right, I just need a young volunteer that can keep a secret. My girlfriend bought a T-shirt for £80. That's a ridiculous amount to spend on a T-shirt, am I right? It said D&G on the front. I suppose fair enough. One of her tits is bigger than the other. Whenever I'm in the changing rooms at the gym, I'm always embarrassed by the fact my penis is so much bigger than everyone else's. But then, in fairness, it is erect. You know those human statues you get in the middle of town? You know the ones painted silver and gold, stand stock still? And then if you give them like 50p when you walk past, they move their hand like a fraction. Actually works out cheaper, if you're going to go past them every day, just to buy a taser. I thought my girlfriend was a slag when she told me I was her 30-second lover, and then I realised she was talking about time. There is a minimum comprehension level you may be asked to leave. I'm sorry. Of course, not all fat people are jolly. Some of them are women. I shouldn't be mean. Fat girls have got feelings. Mainly, they're hungry. It's only a joke, isn't it? It's only a bit of fun. I told it the other night and a girl got up and walked out. Well, waddled out. I presume offended, possibly just peckish. I was at a show recently. I don't know if anyone's had this experience. I was at a show, watching a band, and standing just under the fire escape, watching a band play, pint on with a mate, relaxing, and a lady from the venue came up to us, in the little waistcoat and the little name badge, came up and went, "Excuse me, you're going to have to move, because if there's a fire, you're blocking the exit." I said, "I tell you what, love, if there's a fire, I'll move." Kid retard. What did she think I was going to do in the event of a fire? Just stand there going, "Nobody move. Why has everything gone orangey and hot? I don't like it." Someone came up to me outside and went, "I thought you'd be younger." I said, "I was." I'm 40 years of age, but girls still check me out. I wouldn't mind, but they're so bloody obvious about it, pointing and whispering. Stranger danger. Let's hear it from all the heterosexual men in the room. Give us a shout, all the heterosexual men. Yay! I'm guessing from that expression, I can't remember which one heterosexual is. I'm not taking a chance. Maybe this is how they recruit them. I think the men in the room will be able to relate to this. My girlfriend always wants to stay in and watch Downton Abbey, but I want to go out and get a new girlfriend. I thought it'd be okay for me to have sex with other women because my girlfriend and I were on a break. But apparently, I ruined that weekend at Centre Parks. Islamic fundamentalist sex dolls. Do they blow themselves up? In Palestinian passports under occupation, do they just put Israel? That joke is only there to test where the Guardian readers are sitting. No further questions, back to the knob gags. I don't want to make a big deal of this, but I recently adopted a newborn African child. He was just £7, plus postage and packing. That's how they get you. If only they'd put holes in that box. And that is the joke, interestingly, that Richard Curtis said was a bit much for the comic relief gig. I don't know if this ever happened to any of you. I was checking into a hotel recently. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning after a gig up in Manchester. Walked into the reception area, and the guy recognised me and went, "Oh, Mr. Carr, we put you in a disabled room." I said, "Right, what's the difference between a normal room and a disabled room?" And he said, "The disabled room's got a walk-in shower." It's taking the fucking piss, isn't it? I was up in North London. I saw a guy in the high street with a guide dog and a white stick. And I went up to him. I went, "You must be blind." He said, "Tell me something I don't know." I said, "There's a tree over there." Don't be a dick about it. Sometimes doing this job, you feel very exposed. Not when I'm doing jokes, but when I'm doing an observational bit of comedy. You feel like, if no one can relate to this, I'm going to feel a fool. So, share with me if you've had a similar experience. It's always embarrassing when you get an erection during a prostate exam. And they realise, hang on, you're not a real doctor. Joke's on her, she hasn't even got a prostate. Every night after the show, I have attractive women banging on my dressing room door, and sometimes I let them out. Are there any comedy groupies in here this evening? Any gag hags? Any chuckle fuckers? The only reason I ask is if any girls come up to me after the show looking for sex, I'm going to have to disappoint you. I mean, we can have sex. Just it will be quite disappointing. I wouldn't lie to you, it'd be like throwing a sausage up an alleyway. More information than some of you wanted, okay. We got any teenage girls in? Give us a shout, any teenage girls? I'm sorry, I realise that is a creepy question. The teenage girls, the reason I ask, I read a thing recently that said that 90% of teenage girls are sexually active. Bullshit. A lot of them just lie there. I'm frightened, you're not my real dad. I often get asked by young guys, young men after the show often ask me, can you laugh a woman into bed? The short answer, yes. Obviously, she's too young for you if you're having to say peekaboo, but yeah. You can laugh a woman into bed. The tough bit comes 20 minutes later when you're trying to laugh her into a taxi home. Have you all been on that first foreign holiday abroad? Like the first foreign holiday you went on without your parents? Everyone been on that holiday? Has anyone not been on that holiday yet? Oh, quite a few of you. You've got a lot to look forward to. It's an amazing trip. It tends to be all the guys go away together, all the girls go away together, somewhere hot in Europe that's cheap that year. We went away, 5 of us that went all the way through school together. We just got our A-level results, went away for 2 weeks in Faliraki. It was awesome. Sun, sea, sex and sand, that's what we're looking for, that's what we found. It was an amazing, life-affirming, wonderful holiday. Well, in those 2 weeks, I had sex with 12 different people. I'm not bragging, I was gang raped. Still, I didn't let it spoil my trip. Hello, I'm Jimmy Carr. Thanks for taking a break from the pornography to watch my YouTube channel. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Now, back to jerking off.